Hello folks, so I've been calling for a correction in the broader market, and guess what? It's happening right now. It was a hard day in the markets yesterday with the Nasdaq collapsing in the morning and recovering somewhat to finish the day down only 0.86%, and our favorite stock finished the day down over 3. You might say it was a terrible day for SoundHound, but at least it scraped back some of its losses from the morning. In this video, I want to talk about what is causing the stock market correction and how much further we have to go, what it means for SoundHound going forward, and my price forecast for today and the rest of the week. Before we begin, most of you are not subscribed, so please hit that like and subscribe button to get instant updates when I post SoundHound videos. And also, I'm not a financial advisor, so take all my content with a grain of salt and seek professional financial advice if you need to. So what is going on with the stock market right now, and why do small caps like SoundHound look so shaky? When I see commodities like oil, gold and copper rallying alongside rising bond yields and a falling stock market, it screams to me sector rotation. What I think is happening right now is the makings of a commodities super cycle. The last one we witnessed was in the early 2000s, which was caused by China's huge consumption of raw materials for building residential districts. This time round, I believe it's due to spending on green capex in order for the world to get to net zero by 2050. And it's not just China consuming raw materials this time round. We have developed economies like America and the Eurozone investing trillions of dollars into this initiative. So this super cycle might be even bigger than the last one we witnessed because it's happening on a global scale. Now you might be asking, so what on earth does this have to do with SoundHound? Good question, allow me to explain. When demand for commodities rises, prices rise. This will cause an increase in inflation since commodities are basically everything we see and touch. Anticipating this inflation, bond yields also rise. And when bond yields rise, it becomes harder for non-profitable companies like SoundHound to attract capital to fund their growth. As such, the valuation of SoundHound is likely to suffer as interest rates rise, at least in the short term. This is why we are seeing indexes like the Nasdaq fall, because investors are selling non-profitable technology stocks in order to buy cash generative businesses like value stocks, which aren't as negatively affected by high interest rates. So what does this mean for SoundHound going forward? Is it over for SoundHound? Well, not necessarily. This is where things get tactical. SoundHound is likely to undergo a test in the next few weeks, which will reveal how much underlying strength there is in the stock. I think the Nasdaq is likely to fall another 5 to 10% as a result of this sector rotation, and if SoundHound can hold this $5 level over the next few weeks, it would be an incredibly bullish sign because basically it means there's a lot of investor support for the stock. So what I'm saying is I actually want to see the stock market fall further in order to see how SoundHound reacts. If it's able to hold its current valuation or even go up, I'll take that as a sign of strength and probably buy more. However, if it crumbles along with the rest of the market and ends up below $4 by the end of this month, I probably won't be buying. In my experience, how a stock responds to stock market declines reveals a lot about its intentions going forward. Anyway, everyone and their dog seems to be bearish on SoundHound all of a sudden and calling for it to go back down to $2. So far though, it's actually held up pretty well. It's still bouncing inside this consolidation box I drew a few weeks ago, and basically if it can stay here until the end of the month, I think it would be a very bullish sign. On the news front, there isn't a lot except for websites like the Motley Fool posting bearish hit piece after hit piece on SoundHound. Usually these guys aren't correct about anything, so I actually take this as a good contrarian indicator and feel very bullish about my holding in SoundHound. So what's going to happen today and the rest of the week? Well, I think the Nasdaq will continue to fall, but I want to see SoundHound hold the $5 level. I want to see a continued drop off in volume alongside volatility. That would mean that selling pressure is subsiding, which in turn means that SoundHound can prepare for the next rally. This is the part where I just sit back and watch how SoundHound behaves because it's going to reveal how strong the stock really is. If it holds its line at $5, I'm going to reward it by buying more, and if it totally capitulates below $4, I won't. Anyway, short and sweet today. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button to get daily SoundHound updates. Thanks for watching and see you guys tomorrow.